What is up, everybody? It is Rust Belt Perspective here. Today is April 1st, 2023, and just to be clear, I'm not giving you an April Fool's joke today. This is a real video. And today, we're going to be talking about Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia and how he could actually be a dangerous threat for the Republicans against the Democrats in the 2024 presidential election. There is speculation about him of potentially running in 2024, and currently up against Trump, DeSantis, he would not really stand a chance. But say maybe Trump does end up going to jail after everything that's going on, maybe DeSantis takes a step back for whatever reason. Youngkin is, in my mind, an SOS candidate for the Republicans that last minute he could do some damage around the country. Of course, he was first elected back in 2021. Virginia is the only state in the country that only allows governors to serve one term at a time. So in the open race, Youngkin was able to sweep in and flip this governorship by 2 points against a former governor. He was not taking on a lightweight candidate by any means. Granted, 2021, at this time, the national mood was very bad against Joe Biden. This was when inflation was really bad. And this was after the fall of Afghanistan, pretty quickly after that. So the national mood was very bad against Biden and Democrats, and Youngkin was able to capitalize on that. But nonetheless, Youngkin was elected in 2021, and he has maintained popularity within the state since taking that governor's mansion early last year. So if he were to run, I believe he would be a threat because he already does have popularity in one blue-leaning state, and that could turn out to be huge. And you see, there's only one presidential poll that on Real Clear Politics that has Youngkin's name on it, and of course it's in the state of Virginia. But you see, on that poll here on March 2nd in Virginia, Trump versus Biden, Biden is up by 1. DeSantis versus Biden, Biden is up by DeSantis is up by 5. But Youngkin versus Biden, Youngkin crushes Biden in a poll. He is popular enough in Virginia to where if he were on that presidential ballot, he would absolutely be a force to win in that state. See, Biden won Virginia by 10 points in 2020. So these polls could be way off here. Say these polls swing like 9 points and Biden does win by 10 again, and a 9 point swing would mean that Biden actually beats DeSantis by 4. But even in a 9-point swing, Youngkin still defeats Biden by 7 points. So clearly, Youngkin is a threat to win in Virginia, at least, which could turn out to be huge. You know, you look at the 2024 presidential map. If he were to flip Virginia, he already is knocking on the door here. Say he's able to, because he's closer to DeSantis than he is Trump on the political spectrum, in my opinion, and he's definitely not Trump, which definitely helps. So, because in 2020, Trump very narrowly, despite his popularity, very narrowly lost in Georgia and Arizona, which are more traditional Republican states that shifted away from Trump's party. If he were to be able to flip Virginia, Georgia, and Arizona, that would be enough for him to win. Now, at this point, he would probably lose Maine 2nd District. But if he can hold on to everything else and make these 3 flips, then that would be enough for him to take down President Biden or any other whoever else might be on the Democratic ballot. So, Youngkin, he is a dark horse threat to win if he were to be on that Republican ballot. But again, there is no it's not looking like he will be on the ballot because Trump, DeSantis, and even like Nikki Haley and Mike Pence are way ahead of him as far as that goes. But like I said, if things were to break loose in the Republican Party and they needed an SOS candidate, I think Youngkin would be a great Republican to step in there. And you know, he was just in Texas. You know, he was at the George W. Bush Presidential Library. So, and of course, Bush is more of your traditional Republican that back in the early 2000s. In 2004, he swept the Sun Belt minus California. Still barely came within 10 points of California. And that was pivotal towards him winning in 2004. And even in 2000, he was dominant in this region. The last time Virginia was red, which was both times for Bush, the country elected a Republican, and that's despite the fact that the Rust Belt was solid pretty much for the Democrats. But again, this would be contingent on Youngkin being able to stake down all the other Republican states that they won in 2020, including Iowa and Ohio. And see, Youngkin could even expand on this. Say he wins Nevada, a swing state. Maybe it's it's a more traditional Republican than Youngkin. It could happen. Nebraska 2nd District could totally go back to the Republicans in this case. If it's not someone like Trump who has a bad favorability rating, it could help. And I mean, I know I'm kind of nitpicking quite a bit here, but even Colorado, New Mexico, Sunbelt states that last time the national mood was bad against the Democrats and there was a non-Trump Republican, the Republicans did win here. But again, I know I'm kind of nitpicking there at that point. But if Youngkin could take a map similar to what Bush had in 2004, that would be substantial for Youngkin to win, and he could totally do it. And it starts in his home state of Virginia. Those are 13 electoral votes that the Democrats depend on. That would be a big blow to them. But again, it's not looking like Youngkin will be the nominee for the Republicans by any means, but I'm just saying he is a powerful dark horse candidate if it came to it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. Comment down below what you guys have to say about it. Maybe Youngkin, not 2024, but in the future, could be a threat for the Republicans because, like again, Virginia the governors can only serve one term at a time. So after 2024, or after the 2025 cycle in Virginia, he's free to do what he wants. Maybe he'll challenge Warner in 2026 on the Senate level. I don't know. So yeah, what do you guys think about Youngkin? Comment down, let me know, and always please subscribe, join my Discord if you are not already. This is Rust Belt Perspective signing out.